皆様こんにちは。ドジャース翻訳放送局です。長かった遠征からようやく地元ロサンゼルスに戻ってきたドジャース。今夜からはカブスとの3連戦のオープニングゲームが行われました。マウンドには今シーズンすでに素晴らしい活躍を見せている山本由伸投手が登板。これまでの戦績は1勝1敗、防御率は驚異の 1.69 という好成績をキープしています。そして今夜の山本投手はまさに別格の輝き。6イニングを投げ切り、わずか2安打に抑え、奪三振は9という圧倒的な数字を叩き出しました。そしてブルペン陣もイェイツ、トライネン、スコットという鉄壁のリレーで完封リレーを達成。攻撃面ではトミー、タンクスの愛称で呼ばれるレッドマン選手の一振りが決勝点となり、見事 3-0 でカブスを撃破しました。今夜の試合の詳細を現地の映像とともにお届けします。
To Access Sportsnet Dodgers, John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia Park. It is so good to be back home around the great Dodger faithful on Freddie Freeman's World Series walk-off home run bobblehead night. The Dodgers get their first shutout win of the season, and they do it against a Cubs offense that leads the National League in runs scored this year. Yoshinobu Yamamoto was absolutely brilliant for 6 innings. Bullpen was outstanding as well, and it took just one big swing from Nomar's called shot today, Tommy Tanks, and that was the difference.
It really was, but then you also see the at-bats prior to that. Teoscar getting the base hit, Freddie Freeman wearing it, taking it for the team when he gets hit by the pitch, and then Tommy making an adjustment. Matthew Boyd, who's been having an outstanding season so far, came into this game with an 11-inning scoreless streak as well, and then he went about 5 innings without giving up a run until that final inning where they were able to figure out that big swing. But I'll tell you what, it was really about the pitching staff today. Yamamoto was outstanding, putting up the zeros. And then the bullpen did not allow a single base runner. They came in and just shut it down.
Boyd for Chicago, he pitched excellent. Really, I don't think that pitch was a mistake because it was down. Yeah. And Tommy Edman, outstanding swing, 3-run bomb, the only runs of this ball game. And Yamamoto, once again, pitching like an ace, had everything working, the fastball command, even threw some sinkers tonight that were nasty. Obviously, that split was working.
Certainly was, but you guys talked about Tommy Edman's 6th home run of the season that is tied for the National League lead. It was the only big swing the Dodgers would need in this game. Let's hear from Tommy Tanks right now with Kirsten Watson.
Tommy, there are a couple big moments in this game. I think it started, though, with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. His performance, how would you describe how he dominated on the mound today?
Yeah, he's unreal. He's been unreal all year. A couple of huge strikeouts. The crowd got into it. It was really exciting, and he's just been dominant. That's kind of what we expect at this point.
And then the offense follow. You crushed that ball there. Going up against Boyd, just what adjustments did you make just to get that swing?
Yeah, he did a good job of keeping us off balance all game, not really giving us too much to hit and just making pitches. And, we were just kind of trying to scrap together at-bats against him. Taylor did a good job getting it started, and he left one over the plate for me.
You've talked about how the focus for you, it has not been the power, but we've obviously been seeing it with your at-bats. What do you attribute, though, just to that?
I think it's just having a better swing. I talk about it all the time, but I think it's all just comes back to the work in the cage, and then once it comes time to the game, just being able to trust that swing and trust what I've done to prepare, and just having a good idea of what I'm trying to do at the plate with each pitcher.
With this game, and we know how the road trip went, it was a tough one, but when you guys see a game like this where it's the pitching that's excellent, the offense, the defense, how good does it feel to come back home to play just a complete baseball game?
Yeah, it feels good. Great environment here. Everybody was excited for Freddie's bobblehead, I'm sure. But yeah, just good to be back in LA, and like you're saying, we can win in a lot of ways, and just looking forward to winning some more games this year.
All right, Tommy, congratulations on this win today.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
What a great night for Tommy Edman and the Dodgers. And really in that 6th inning, Jerry, Tommy Edman owns that inning. Top half making a really nice defensive play, and then the bottom half with that 3-run homer.
Well, he's a complete ball player. I mean, you could put him anywhere on the field. We've seen him play center field. We saw him play shortstop last night in the World Series. Obviously at second base, he's won a Gold Glove in the past. But look at this play. Outstanding body control to make that play. Great job. Now, this is cued. Nomar, you understand, especially with the lip there in play, able to make the play. Outstanding job getting to the ball and finishing off the play on the defensive end. And Nomar, your called shot, doing his thing.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that one, as you mentioned, when the ball has that English and still staying with it on the defensive side. But then I think he was just saying, he goes, he gave me a pitch over the middle, over the plate that he can handle. But I think at the same time, Tommy Edman was making adjustments.
Yeah.
You know, he had rolled over a couple of times to the shortstop in a couple of at-bats prior to that. Knew that he's throwing that slider, knew he's throwing some off speed, and it looked like he was like, okay, I need to stay back. It's almost rather, sometimes you can go, I look off speed and adjust fastball. Looked like early on he's like, listen, I know I got to stay back on an off-speed pitch. He does that and puts a great swing on it.
I was at the gym earlier, and I was talking to a former football player. He's become a Dodger fan. He talked about Tommy Edman. He goes, how? This guy doesn't look like he's 6'3". No, he's about 5'11", 6 feet. The reason why he's got so much pop, he creates backspin. He doesn't have that uppercut swing. You saw it on that swing there. That pitch was down. He's able to really get through the ball and create backspin, and that's why that ball is able to jump off his bat and carry an extra, 35, 50 feet, because he creates backspin. Outstanding swing.
Well, that 3-run shot is all the offense the Dodgers would need tonight, because Yoshinobu Yamamoto was absolutely outstanding for 6 innings, and right now he's inside the media room talking with Kirsten and the rest of the media.
Yoshinobu, just to go out there and to execute all of your entire pitch mix, just how did it feel to be back out there, be back here in Los Angeles, and to just put on a performance in front of these fans?
今日、無失点で抑えて、全ての球種を使って抑えて、ロサンゼルスに戻ってきたいいピッチングができたということはご自分でどう評価されますか？
戻ってきてまた一発目の、試合だったので、いい勝ち方ができたと思いますし、自分自身立ち上がりから、リズムよく投げられたのが良かったかなと思います。
It was good to win the first game back in home, and I think because I think my execution was pretty good.
When you look at just your pitch mix and the usage today, you essentially used all of your pitches. Was that just a matter of how good you felt today, or was that part of that game plan?
今日全球種持たれてる全球種を使ったと思うんですけども、それの理由としては全てやっぱり感覚が良かったからっていうことでしょうか？
そうですね、なんていうんだろう、たまたま全球種を使うピッチングになったという感じではあるんですけど、すごくこう幅のあるピッチングといいますか、なんていうんだろう、いい配球だったかなと、またそこに自信を持って投げていけたのが良かったかなと思います。
It just happened to, because I just happened to felt all, because I felt all good with all my pitches, and then also mixing, sequencing was worked pretty well for me tonight.
It seems like you've been using the splitter more this year. Has that just been because of how good you felt with it?
今年スプリットの、使ってる率っていうのが高いんですけど、やっぱそれは感覚がいいということですか？
そうですね、去年も、スプリットがサインとして出るのはもちろんあったんですけど、それをこう決めれずカウントが悪くなって、仕方なくストレートっていうのがちょっと多かったので、今年は、すごくこうコントロールして投げれてるので、それがつながってるかなとは思います。
Last year, catcher did call many split, but because I was not able to control it, so there was tendency, falling behind. But this year, because I've been feeling good, really good with that splitter, so that's why more usage is higher.
And then your teammate Tommy Edman, he makes the big play defensively in the 6th and hits the big 3-run home run to help you get the win. What can you say about him?
今日トミーが、攻守ともに活躍したんですけども、そこに関してはどう思われますか？
もう本当にいつも、素晴らしいプレーをしてて、もう本当にこう驚くことばかりですが、今日も、守備の面でもすごく助けられましたし、また6回のいい場面でも、ホームランが出て、本当に最高なチームメイトだなと思ってます。
He's a great teammate, because he always got spot my back, and then on the 6th inning, that was great homer.
That last one, guys. That last at bat to Tucker, over 100 pitches. Just talk about your confidence in executing pitches in that at bat.
After 100 pitches, and then how confident?
Yeah.
最後タッカー選手投げた時にもう100球を超えてたんですけども、その辺の自信っていうのはまだ球数の後に自信っていうのはまだあったんでしょうか？
そうですね、今日は特に、球数は今までで今シーズンの中で一番多かったですけど、体感的には、すごくこうなんていうんだろう、疲労感があまり残りすぎず、いい力感で、投げられたかなと思います。
Even though the pitch count went high, but I was feeling pretty good, and then I was feeling my execution was pretty good.
Thanks, Hero.
Yeah, his execution was outstanding all night long. Yoshinobu Yamamoto for 6 innings. And I think we were a little surprised that he threw that many pitches, Nomar, because he was in cruise control all night long with the exception of those back-to-back base hits he gave up. It never seemed like he was in any kind of high-stress situation.
You're exactly right. And then, not all 100 pitches are the same, right? And you're right. It looked like his pitch count got up there rather quickly. But there's a little bit difference about seeing that pitch count get up there and how stressful those innings were. And it seemed like he was in command. It almost seemed like some of those pitches, it was just a matter of like, okay, I'm going to set some up, or I'm almost getting a feel. But even if I got to a three count on the batter, he still seemed in control. That one that we saw against Dansby Swanson, gets behind 3-1, and then he just throws 2 nasty pitches that end up striking him out. Like, almost there was a calmness like, oh no, I still got this. I know I still have stuff in the bag in order to get these outs, and that's exactly what he did. So, yeah, we were looking at it and we were shocked, like, man, the amount his pitch count was high at that point, but we're like, but it's still not all pitch counts being high they're all different, and today he was in full control.
And sometimes when you have that high strikeout total there, 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, you're going to have a higher pitch count. But I love the fact he used all his pitches, and he added some pitches. I mean, we saw the sinker tonight. He got to 3-0 to Dansby Swanson, comes right back to 3-2, and throws a devastating sinker to wipe him out. And then obviously the last pitch he threw to Tucker, who's been red hot, was absolutely filthy, either split or cutter. But we're seeing his outing right now. Look at the movement on these pitches. This is a dart. At 97 at the knees, outstanding late life with that splitter. It looks like a fastball, but that's the thing. And Nomar, you've talked about this all the time. When you're spotting that fastball at the knees, you have to honor that pitch, and that's why you saw a lot of swing and miss on the split.
This is the guy we heard a lot about in Japan, Jerry, that's got that pinpoint command. What we've seen in his first 4 starts this year, it's like he's just dotting the corners or the bottom of the zone whenever he wants.
It is so fun to watch because obviously we knew he was very accomplished coming out of Japan. But when I saw the video before he got here last year, I was like, and I told John this guy dots up, down, in and out with that fastball, and then he wipes him out with that split. I go, he's going to have a lot of success here at the big league level. We saw it last year, and he's getting better and better. Oh, by the way, he hasn't entered his prime yet. He's still young. He's going to continue to get better. Fun to watch.
All right, Dodgers get the win. 3-0 shutout victory over the Chicago Cubs. Let's head upstairs, check in one final time with Joe Davis and Eric Karros.
Pretty easy headline to write tonight, huh? Yamamoto and Edman stealing the show for the Dodgers.
Yeah, Yamamoto was unreal. And he did it with the splitter, obviously. He had 15 swings, 7 misses, and he didn't have more than 1 swing and miss on any other pitch. So it was the splitter all night long, and then he'd mix in that fastball, freeze guys. And then Tommy Edman, I mean, this is just getting to be like we're waiting for him to do something special. And he did tonight with that 3-run shot.
And then again, it was the bullpen finishing off the first shutout of the year for the team.
I mean, we say that almost every game, right? We talk about, well, the starter's this, the starter. Then the bullpen just comes in and shuts the door. And they've allowed the Dodgers to get out to this 11-win start. And it's going to be a great year.
All right, see what Sasaki can do tomorrow. Dodgers try to go to 4-0 on the season against these Cubs.
All right, thanks, guys. And going back to the National League Championship Series against the Mets, the Dodgers have now won 10 consecutive games here at the Ravine, including 7-0 on the year. Let's get to the highlights. Friday Night Baseball, Dodgers and the Cubbies, with Charlie Freeman throwing out the first pitch to his dad on his bobblehead night.
Love the pitch. And I love the scoop there by Freddie. I'm sure Freddie told him, hey, I need to get ready for first base. Throw it low, I'll pick it.
Top of the first, Yoshi comes out, throwing that splitter, getting Ian Happ.
Early on, establishing the split finger and also just establishing the location down in the zone, getting the swing and miss.
And then he just dots one to get Kyle Tucker looking.
I mean, that is a perfect pitch there at 3-2. Freezes Kyle Tucker. Great pitch.
Bottom of the first. 1 on, 2 out. Freddie Freeman getting a standing ovation, his first at bat after being on the IL, his bobblehead nights. But Matthew Boyd was really tough all night.
That one looked like it almost backed up on him. It looked like he was ready to throw that slider, and it just kind of backed up and got in. But nonetheless, he was nasty.
Back to Yamamoto. Speaking of nasty, against Michael Busch.
And there's that late life on that split. It looks like a fastball out of the hand, and that's why you see him chasing it out of the zone.
Nico Horner, that's a fastball painted.
I mean, right now you're watching Yamamoto from the dugout if you're the Cubs, and you're saying, listen, I need to get the pitches up in the zone. Don't swing anything low, but then he starts throwing the fastball down there, and you have to respect that.
Top of the third, he gets Miguel Amaya to pop up to Freddie, and it's 9 up, 9 down at this point. It's looking like he could have no-hit stuff tonight.
Yeah, he definitely had that no-hit stuff, and there he elevates that fastball.
We go to the fourth. Ian Happ, second at bat, strikeout again.
In a 0-0 game, Happ is saying he doesn't want to walk me here, so I'm going to sell on the fastball. Throws that nasty split.
Kyle Tucker on an 0-2 pitch hits it fair and down the line. And that's extra bases. First hit of the game for the Cubs.
Coming into this series, Kyle Tucker's been swinging a hot bat, looking really confident there. He's able to hit it down the line, but this was a great play here by the Dodgers.
Say a Suzuki base hit, and then they get Suzuki caught up between first and second.
Everybody did everything right here. First, Tasker charged that ball hard. That forces Tucker to hold up at third base. And then also Tasker Hernandez makes sure he goes through the cutoff man. Freddie catches it. Now we got him in the rundown. Mookie does a great job staring at the runner on third base. Tucker tags the runner out.
Huge second out. And then Michael Busch strikes out to end the inning.
Yeah, that was huge. Talk about momentum coming back to the Dodgers right now. The Cubs look like they had a chance to really capitalize. And you can kind of feel what both pitchers are like. You want to capitalize on any opportunity you can get.
Dansby Swanson, that is nasty as well.
I mean, I'm telling you, that swing right there, bruh. I'm glad I'm talking now. That's nasty.
Pete Crow Armstrong. 8-1-8 Sherman Oaks guy. 3 up, 3 down in that frame. Bottom 5. Matthew Boyd working his 16th consecutive scoreless inning to start his season, but Michael Conforto has a base hit.
Michael Conforto's had some really good at-bats to start the season. Here, a little lefty-on-lefty crime.
1 on, 2 down for Shohei, and he skies one to shallow left center. The Dodgers turned away again by Matthew Boyd. We go to the 6th, still scoreless. Matt Shaw. Called strike 3.
Oh, man. I mean, just a natural run on that fastball. Woo. I mean, and there's late life to that fastball as well.
Here's that play by Tommy Edman. That ball is spinning.
I mean, outstanding job getting to this ball with that spin on that English on that baseball. Whirling and twirling, outstanding body control and getting the runner at first base. Tremendous athlete.
So 2 outs, nobody on for Ian Happ. And the 3-2 pitch misses, and that's the first walk of the night. Brings up Kyle Tucker. The 3-2 pitch gets him swinging, and Yoshi's through 6.
I mean, if you're a hitter, aren't you thinking 3-2? He doesn't want to walk me after that walk before. You're looking fastball.
Absolutely.
And he still has confidence to throw that pitch.
Brilliant effort and a hug, well-deserved from his skipper. Bottom 6, Dodgers still need a run. And Teoscar gets it started with a base hit.
Outstanding job. We talk about contact as king, a 3-2 combio. Able to put the bat on the baseball. Got a run on first base, 1 out.
For Freddie Freeman, and it's not a base hit, but it's a hit by pitch. And the Dodgers have 2 on.
If you're going to get hit there.
Brings up Tommy Edman Nomar. Your called shots into the seats.
1-0 pitch. As a hitter, you're like, listen, then maybe I'm going to sell out right here. I'm going to look a particular pitch, off speed. We know he likes to throw that. Sit back on it and put on a good swing. Tommy Edman put on a beautiful swing.
I mean, that is old school right there. Head down on contact, creating that backspin. Everybody knew right away. 3-0 good guys.
Dodgers hand it over to the bullpen. Kirby Yates, top 7. Suzuki, strikeout victim on the heater.
Everybody knows Yates has that devastating combo. He shut off that fastball tonight.
In fact, he's going to throw another one to get Michael Busch. Probably looking for that changeup, and he gets the heater.
Veteran pitcher, man, crafty as well. Can he be crafty throwing 95?
They are now.
Bottom of the 7th, that's Miguel Rojas dumping one into right field for his second hit.
Find a way to get some knocks. You don't play every day, get some knocks.
1 on, 1 out for Mookie Betts. Nearly robbed by Dansby Swanson. This is an incredible play.
This really is incredible. I mean, when you're thinking Mookie Betts, you're thinking, okay, he's going to be safe easily, but Dansby Swanson almost got him over there at first base.
Say it all the time, baseball players are the best athletes. Are you kidding me right there?
I'll tell you what, he almost had that right foot planted when he was sliding. It looked like it slipped just a little bit. Had he done that, he might have got Mookie Betts at first.
And then Freddie Freeman grounds one to first, so the Dodgers turned away after getting 2-1 in the bottom of the inning. Top of the 8th, it's Blake Treinen coming in. Got 2 quick outs. And then Shaw up there. This little soft pop-up on Tommy Edmonds there. 1-2-3 inning for the Blake train. 9th inning, Tanner Scott comes in. Facing Amaya. This was a long battle between these two. Finally wins that battle.
Hey, keep pounding the zone. Trust your defense. I'll tell you what, too. It's a lot easier when you're going, I have a 3-1 lead. I can't give up any free passes, so keep attacking.
And he works a quick 9th inning, getting the Cubs in order. And that's how it ends. The Dodgers' first shutout win of the year, 3-0 over the Cubs. Dodgers improved to 11-4 on the season. Yoshi gets the win. He's 2-1, 6 scoreless innings, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts. Tanner Scott, 4th save of the year. Tommy Edman, 1 for 4 with his 6th home run, 3 RBIs, and Miguel Rojas went 2 for 3. Here's what's ahead on the Dodgers calendar. It's a 6 p.m. start time tomorrow on Teacher Appreciation Night. The Rockies will be in town Monday for a 3-game series, and Tuesday is Jackie Robinson Day throughout Major League Baseball. Next Friday, the Dodgers head to Texas to take on the Rangers. Sunday's game on ESPN. All the rest right here on Sportsnet LA. Tommy Edman, 3-run shot, provided the only offense the Dodgers would need in their first shutout win of the year. We've got plenty of reaction ahead. The Dodgers 7-0 at home this year. Tonight's Arco top-tier stat line, it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto's pitching line, Jerry. 6 innings, allows just 2 hits, 1 walk. He punched out 9 on 103 pitches.
You know, especially after a road trip, we come back home, we needed to make sure we started a homestand on the right note. And boy, did Yamamoto do that for us. Outstanding pitching performance, and the offense came through with Tommy Edman. Yamamoto, an ace for a reason.
Just in time, that offense came through. He could easily be 4-0 this season. The offense didn't score any runs in his previous 2 starts while he was in the game. And tonight, they got that 3-run homer in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 3-0 shutout winners over the Cubs. Let's hear from the skipper, Dave Roberts, right now with the media.
Tonight was a really good ball game. Clean ball game. Obviously, Yoshi was very good. Set the tone. Filling up the strike zone, getting swing and miss, a lot of punch outs. The split was really good, fastball really good. Mixed in some curveballs when he needed to, keep him off balance, which was great. Efficient, getting through 6 was huge. He was, that was his last hitter, Tucker. So it was good to see him finish 6. And just obviously the timely hitting, Tommy hit with another big hit for us, which was huge. And I just thought that the play, the relay from Teo off the bat of Seiya, the relay from Teo to Freddie to Mookie, and then to get the rundown, get that out right there, was a big spot in the game.
With Yoshi, obviously, you kind of just broke down his pitch mix and what you were seeing, but it's, for it being so early in the season, seeing where he's at, it's just kind of where the best you've seen him, I guess, thus far.
Yeah, I think so. He's obviously been really good for us this year, and I think that each time out, you just see a growing sort of confidence with him. And even with big outs, I think that he holds his kind of adrenaline, and he makes pitches when he needs to. He's pretty much right now, he's just in a place where he's really unflappable, which is good for us.
Tommy's on pace for more than 60 home runs. get there?
I got the under on the 60, but he just takes good at bats, and even the Amaya play, getting there to his left and getting that out right there which was a big play. But he just has the knack for getting a big hit, and Boyd was good all night, and it was a changeup down below, and he just rode it out and elevated to the pull side with the huge hit. But yeah, Tommy's just he's a baseball player.
How surprised have you been with the power he's giving you guys going back to last year?
Quite surprised, impressed. He's got a really good routine to keep his body strong. He does a good job of controlling the strike zone and finding pitches that he can drive, and he's taking really good swings. So I don't think he'd ever say he's a power hitter, but he's finding a way to backspin the baseball and hit some homers.
Boyd didn't exactly provide the power with a changeup. And that guy Tommy's size, is it 423?
Yeah. No, you know what? He just really spun it well. But it was a good pitch. It was a good pitcher's pitch, and he got him out early a couple times. One on a changeup to the shortstop, and then he hit a ball hard to Dansby as well. But then that one, he just found a way to get underneath it and backspin it. But he's put together pretty well.
Dave, was that Freddie just kind of trying to get back in after being out for so long?
I think so. Boyd's a tough pitcher, so it was a tough draw, but. Got on base by way of hit by pitch, and I think it was just his first game back, and he does a lot of great things, but this was a tough one, but he'll be back in there tomorrow.
Is Young's splitter just better, more consistent? You guys kind of saw it last year with obviously flying into the good and leaning on it a lot, having a lot of success.
Yeah, I think that goes with, as I've talked a lot about, presenting pitches as strikes. And, the fastball, when he can kind of strike the low dart, and then the split comes out of that same lane or window. And that's just why, there's some good hitters over there, Tucker, Happ, and some other guys that can really hit balls. And but they just go strike to ball really well. So it's one of the best splits in the game. So tomorrow, I'm kind of going into tomorrow, if we can get Roki to do the same thing, command the fastball, fill up the zone with the fastball, and then have the split play off of that, then we should have some good results.
This 15-game chunk, how vital has Yamamoto and Edmund been, especially in kind of setting the tone for the team?
They've been great. Tommy driving in runs where at times we've had trouble a little bit scoring runs where he'll get a big hit, a big homer with guys on base. And Yamamoto, where in the last week the starting pitching has been a little wavery a little bit, and so to kind of reset our pen off and off day, 5 more days before another off day, we're sort of reset right now, and just giving us length every single time out has been huge for us. Yeah.
No, Mark, it was an absolutely dominant performance tonight from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. How was he able to be so effective?
Well, one, he was utilizing all of his pitches. And so if you're on the offensive side, you really can't sit on any particular pitch. And even when you have a 3-2 count and you're thinking, okay, it's going to be nothing but fastballs at that point, but that wasn't the case. Kind of mix it up. Here it is early on. You got a 1-2 count, and here's a split finger. You get it. Starts off the bottom of the zone, starts off as a strike, and then it just falls out of the zone. And then we talk about having fastball command. Well, there's the fastball command. He's dotting there in the corner. Now it really makes the split finger even more effective so he can continue to throw it. Keep dotting that fastball. Control on the corner. Doesn't matter righty or lefty. Now all of a sudden you get that swing and miss on the split finger. Here, 3-2 count. The confidence to continue to throw it. Even in the 3-2 count, I am looking fastball. But then when you get one, there's Dansby, then you have a fastball that can run as well. Talk about how pitchers, when they are confident and trust your stuff, even young pitchers, what we've heard about going out there, and we talk about pitching middle out instead of outside in. Well, that's exactly what it is. Yoshi just showed that on that K-zone. The pitches are starting in the middle of the zone. They're starting as a strike, and then they'll break away. And you as a hitter have to respect that. And oftentimes you get swings and misses, or you're not able to hit the ball on the sweet spot of the bat.
If you're a hitter in the big leagues right now and you watch the video of this start and his last couple of starts, you notice something. He's getting better. He is getting the last pitch he threw may have been his nastiest pitch. It was his cutter, probably his fourth best pitch. Outstanding sinker tonight to Swanson. Great split, obviously the fastball command. Anytime, curveball's pretty good too, by the way. So anytime you have a guy who throws 4 or 5 pitches, 3 or 4 of them are elite, it is tough to cover. He was nasty tonight.
Pitcher, so just kind of a variety of things, but that's kind of just a result. It's not something I'm trying to do.
I know you said you try to get more like your lower body into the swing. Like, has it been like a swing change since you've gotten here? Like, how would you describe just kind of how your swing's evolved over the last year now?
Yeah, I'm kind of just like constantly making tweaks and finding new cues that help out, and I try to do a good job of just being cognizant of whenever my swing starts to feel a little bit off, just going back to my good ones and see what I'm doing a little bit differently, and making sure I get in the cage and make those adjustments as soon as possible, just so I don't fall off for too long.
Were you looking to change up there, or did you just react really well to it?
No, it was just kind of the approach just allowed me to stay on that pitch and, just not trying to, try to Yankee heater or something like that. Just kind of trying to think right center approach, and allowed me to stay on the changeup.
Well, you always see these hitters, and they go up against a guy like Matthew Boyd, who's been so tough, Jerry, in every at-bat. They're just filing away information, and they use it for the next at-bat and that next at-bat. What did you see in Tommy Edmonds' 3 at-bats against Boyd tonight?
Well, I just saw a player making adjustments throughout the game. Outstanding job. Tommy Tanks, we're going to go a little Access 360 / K-Zone, because this is a little bit of the K-Zone as well with the Access 360, but outstanding job. His very first at-bat, look, it's a 1-1 pitch. They want to go out. It's up, but it's outside. He puts it on the ground. That's the changeup. Remember the changeup, okay? His very next at-bat, he gets the combo once again, or a little curveball. It was off speed. He barrels it up. Rocket to short. Outstanding swing. Now he's looking for something he can handle. Okay, I got his breaking ball. I got the combo. Got runners on first and second. Here's that curveball again. He takes it. He's looking for something he can drive 1-0. There's that combo once again. But look where it's at. It's in his happy spot. Outstanding job. He did not chase out of the zone. Yes, it's a strike. Yes, it's down. But look at the bat path. He's short to the ball. Outstanding job keeping his head behind the baseball and drives it 423 feet. I had the exit velo about 138 miles an hour. That's my math. We have it around 109 miles an hour. I'm going to do the 138. That's how great it was, Nomar. Outstanding job. Kind of filing at bat after at bat until he got something in the zone he could drive.
Yeah, and he even talked about it. Like, were you looking particular to that pitch? No, but I was also had an approach. I had a plan, and that's really the key, is having a plan. And it didn't mean it was the exact same plan each and every time he was going up to the plate. Every at-bat was telling him, okay, what adjustments do I have to make, trusting in that. And then when you have the plan and you are confident in your mechanics, you can put a good swing and get a pitch like that and take advantage of it.
Tommy Edman coming through once again, just like he did in the National League Championship Series against the New York Mets. Roki Sasaki is now going to get the ball for the Dodgers to make his 4th start of the season and 2nd start against the Cubs. We will preview the matchup and wrap things up with final thoughts straight ahead. Yoshi dominated tonight. He says, hey, Roki, it's your turn tomorrow. Roki Sasaki looking to build off his best performance of the season last week when he tossed 4 innings against the Phillies. Jerry allowed just 1 run. He struck out 4. What are you hoping to see from him on Saturday?
I loved what he did after that first inning. He found his stuff. Outstanding splitter. That fastball command needs to be there. We saw glimpses of it in that start in Philadelphia. Hopefully he builds from that outing and he commands the strike zone tomorrow night, I should say.
You want to see the aggressiveness. Go out there, trust your stuff. Have the confidence right from the very first pitch.
All right, so the Dodgers have won 7 in a row at home to start the 2025 season. What an atmosphere it was here at Dodger Stadium on Freddie Freeman's World Series bobblehead night. That does it for us here at the stadium. For Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia-Parra, and Kirsten Watson, I'm John Hartung. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow pregame at 5 o'clock on Sportsnet LA.
もう皆さん、今日の山本投手の投球は言葉を失うほどの素晴らしさでしたよね。まさに山本マジック、ここに極まれりという感じでした。落ち着き払った表情からは想像できないほどの鋭い球を次々と投げ込み、相手打線を完全に翻弄していました。これぞメジャーの舞台で輝く由伸スタイル、観客も解説者も息を飲む瞬間の連続でした。最速155キロをマーク、そしてあの絶妙なスプリットは何度見ても感動します。 カーブの曲がり方も絶妙で、カブスの打者たちは手も足も出ない状態でした。現在メジャーリーグ全体で奪三振数トップという数字がまさに実力の証明ですね。6回裏、両チーム0-0で膠着状態が続く中、エドマン選手がこの日の運命を変える一振り、なんと低めの変化球をすくい上げるような形で左翼スタンドへ叩き込むスリーランホームラン。今シーズンすでに6号ホームランとなりました。明日の試合は佐々木朗希投手の出番。前回フィリーズ戦で見せた好投の続きを見せてくれるのではないかと期待が高まります。今日は大谷選手が少し静かでしたが、明日はきっと爆発的な活躍を見せてくれるはず。次回の試合の報告も楽しみにお待ちください。それでは皆さん、また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。さようなら。